So I was talking to my neighbor yesterday. Lovely woman. She's been learning English for about 2 years now, and she said to me, Lara, yesterday I go to the supermarket and I buy milk. And I didn't want to correct her, but inside I was thinking, oh no, that's the tense problem.
Oh, the tense problem. Yeah, that's like the number one thing that trips people up. And the frustrating part is they know what they want to say. The words are there, but the tense comes out wrong and suddenly the sentence just sounds off.
Exactly. And it's not because they're bad at English. It's because nobody explained the tenses in a way that actually made sense for real conversation.
Which is exactly what we're doing today.
That's right. Hi, everyone. I'm Lara, coming to you from Toronto, where it is finally warm enough to sit in the garden with a coffee.
And I'm Adrian, in Manchester, where it is absolutely not warm. Max and I went for a walk this morning, and I think we both regretted it immediately.
Poor Max. Okay, so today we are talking about the 3 tenses that every beginner needs to actually start speaking English. Not every tense, not a grammar textbook, just 3. And by the end of this episode, you're going to understand when to use each one and why.
And if you've ever said something like, yesterday I go, or tomorrow I went, don't worry, you're not alone. We hear this all the time. Tell us in the comments, which tense do you find the most confusing? We'd love to know.
All right, let's start with the first one, the present simple. And I know it sounds basic, but you'd be surprised how many people use it incorrectly in everyday situations.
Right. So the present simple is for things that are generally true or things you do regularly. Like, I drink coffee every morning. She works in a hospital. They live in Spain. These are habits, routines, facts.
It's not for right now, in this moment. That's a different tense. Present simple is more like, this is my life. This is what normally happens.
Exactly. So if someone asks you, what do? You say, I work in a school, or I study English. Not, I am work, or I am study. That's where a lot of beginners mix things up.
Did you know that present simple is actually the most used tense in everyday English conversation? Like, more than any other tense, this one comes up constantly.
Which makes it even more important to get right, because you're going to need it every single day.
Okay, so here's a quick example. Wrong. Every day I am going to the gym. Correct? Every day I go to the gym. See the difference? The first one sounds like it's happening right now. The second one sounds like a habit. That's present simple.
And honestly, once you hear the difference a few times, it just clicks. It's one of those things where you go, oh, okay, that actually makes sense.
Now, let's move to the second tense. And this one is where your neighbor made the mistake I mentioned at the beginning.
The past simple.
The past simple. So this one is for things that are finished, completely done, in the past. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket. Last week, she called her mom. He watched a film on Saturday.
Finished, done, over. The key thing with past simple is most verbs change their form. You can't just say the base verb. Yesterday I go doesn't work. It has to be yesterday I went.
And that's the tricky part, right? Because in some languages, you don't always change the verb form. So learners sometimes carry that habit into English.
Yeah, my mate Javier, he's from Spain, been speaking English for years now. He told me that in the beginning, he used to just say yesterday and then use the present form of the verb because his brain was like, well, I already said yesterday. Isn't that enough?
Which makes total sense. But in English, you need both, the time word and the correct verb form.
So here's one to practice. Wrong. Last night I watched a movie. Correct. Last night I watched a movie. Simple change. Watched, not watch. That ED ending is your signal that something is in the past.
Now, I do want to mention irregular verbs, because not all past simple verbs end in ED. Some completely change. Go becomes went. Come becomes came. See becomes saw. These just have to be learned. There's no shortcut.
Yeah, no shortcut there. But the good news is, you use the same irregular verbs over and over again. Once you know the most common ones, you're covered for like 90% of everyday conversations.
Coming up, the third tense. And this one confuses people the most. We're going to break it down simply so it finally makes sense. Stay with us. Okay, tense number 3, present continuous. And this one is specifically for things happening right now or around now, things that are in progress.
So, I'm eating lunch. She's studying for her exam. They're watching TV. All of those are present continuous. Something is currently happening. It's not finished yet.
And this is where the mix-up with present simple happens, because learners sometimes use present continuous for habits, like, I'm going to the gym every day, which sounds like you're on your way to the gym right this second.
Versus, I go to the gym every day, which is your routine.
Exactly. So the difference is present simple for habits and general facts, present continuous for right now.
Here's a way I like to think about it. Imagine someone calls you and asks, "What are you doing?" Present continuous. What are you doing right now in this moment? Versus, what do you do? Present simple. What is your job, your routine, your life?
That's actually a really good way to remember it.
I have my moments.
Okay, let's talk about some real-life situations. Imagine you're at work and a colleague asks, "Where's Maria?" You could say, "She's having lunch." Present continuous. She's doing it right now. She'll be back. Or imagine you're telling a friend about your week. I worked from home on Monday. I went to the office on Tuesday. Past simple. Both finished.
Or your friend asks what you do in the evenings, and you say, I usually watch something on TV or read. Present simple, your normal routine.
And here's a speaking out loud challenge for you. Right now, wherever you are, say 3 sentences. 1 in present simple, 1 in past simple, 1 in present continuous. About your own life. Something real. Try it. Pause the video if you want.
Seriously, do it. Speaking out loud, even to yourself, is one of the fastest ways to get better at this. It's not embarrassing if no one's watching.
Okay, let's quickly go through some common mistakes. Wrong. Yesterday I am tired. Correct? Yesterday I was tired. Past simple. Finished feeling, finished day.
Wrong. Right now, I study English. Correct? Right now, I'm studying English. If it's happening in this moment, you need the continuous form.
Wrong. Every morning she is drinking coffee. Correct? Every morning she drinks coffee. Routine. Present simple. Not continuous.
And here's a quick A or B. Which one is correct? A. Last weekend, I go to the beach. B. Last weekend, I went to the beach.
B. Went. Past simple. Last weekend is finished, so you need the past form.
Nice. Okay, one more before we wrap up. You see your friend right now, and they ask what you're doing. A. I eat lunch. B. I'm eating lunch.
B again. I'm eating lunch. It's happening right now.
You've got this.
So let's bring it all together. 3 tenses. Present simple for habits and general facts. Past simple for things that are finished and done. Present continuous for things happening right now.
That's it. You don't need every tense to start speaking English. You just need these 3 to handle most real conversations.
And remember my neighbor? Next time I see her, instead of yesterday I go to the supermarket, she's gonna say yesterday I went to the supermarket. And it's gonna feel so good.
Such a good feeling when it clicks. Genuinely.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe. We put out new episodes every week, and every single one is designed to help you speak more naturally and confidently.
And leave us a comment. Tell us which of these 3 tenses you find the hardest. Or try writing 1 sentence for each tense down below. We read all of them.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking. Even if it's not perfect, communication is always the goal.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Max says hi.
See you next time.